Hey y'all, this is Michelle Latrice. I will not I have something on my mind but I won't be long. I just want to say Jacob Blake. Um Jacob Blake. His sister, I just watched her interview with his sister, and she was just saying how she didn't want pity, how she wasn't sad, but that she was angry because of what's happening to her family. Um, and just to put that in context, when she said family, she began to call out the names of Emmett Till, Sandra Bland, Michael Brown, Philando Castile. So that's how that was the context of it when she said she was angry about what was happening to her family. Let me say this, because I know a lot of people want to say, well, why did he go back to his car, and why did he do this, and why did he do that? Let me just say this. Let me just say this. Um, they shot him 7 times close range. That's an execution. Only but for the grace of God, is he not dead. Now they don't know. He may be paralyzed. They're saying that he's paralyzed. They don't know if it's permanent. But for the grace of God, he is still alive. But when they shot him 7 times, that was to execute him. Um, and then we flip over to where they have the armed uh white men. They have the armed Caucasian men in this other city over here, armed to the teeth, and they've murdered 2 Black Lives protesters. And my understanding is that none of them were shot 7 times. Now that's what the news is reporting. That's what the news is reporting. None of them were shot 7 times. So that's the kind of stuff that boggles my mind. Here's the thing. When I read an article about Mr. Jacob Blake, what was included in the article was that he has a current warrant. Okay, here's the thing. Only in articles about men with melanin do I find out their past criminal history, if there is one. You see what I'm saying? So there are two different levels to a thing. Apparently Black lives are not mattering that much, okay? Because we continue to see them murdered in the streets like dogs. We continue to see them murdered in the streets. And then now there may, and when I say may, that's exactly what I mean. There may be some repercussions. But so far, I mean, they 7 times they can murder them. They can be the judge and the jury. I don't understand that. I don't understand when you shot him the first time. When you shot him the second time, was he still like he was a threat? And then it was in the back. So I mean, after shot him the first time, where was the threat? When are they trained to use all of this deadly force? And why does the deadly force why is it so oftentimes toward people with melanin in their skin? See, I know here's the thing. I know people are tired of hearing that, but I swear to you, you probably tired of hearing it if you don't have any melanin, because these are our cousins, our uncles, our brothers, our fathers. Like this is deep. Okay, I don't know Jacob Blake personally, but I still care. See, that's what being a human is all about. I didn't ask 18 million questions. Well, if he would have just complied, all he had, see, because it's not your brother and your sisters. It's not people that look like y'all. It's not people that look like y'all. Just like I still had compassion when they were locking up people, locking those babies and stuff in cages. Okay, I don't have any immigrant family. I didn't have anybody, but we all still have skin in the game because we're all human. And when somebody hurts, you need to hurt too. When somebody is saying, y'all, we need a change, somebody ought to take it upon themselves and say, I need to understand what is going on. Because I swear to you, when we had the opioid crisis, okay, we heard from everybody then. But it wasn't until that was in, Iowa and carrying on. Listen, this country, Doc, let me tell you something. Doc Rivers, I swear to you, When I heard what he said it best. We love a country that does not love us back. And that is disturbing. Y'all, these are absolutely my views. This is how I feel. Doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. This is just how I'm feeling over here all by my lonesome. But it ought to be somebody else in the world that's feeling this way too. I'm just saying.